Hey everybody, it's Rob from Flailthroughs. This is Gundam Battle Operation 2, and this is the White Rider I dropped the other day in the attempt to get, I forget whether it was the Zeku 1 Type 1 or the mobile suit that preceded it, whose name eludes me at the moment, but I've been trying to get this for a while, so it's nice to finally have it in hand. And yeah, it takes a long time when not in its proto-Hades mode to charge this gun, but it hits really hard, so if you hit with it, I tend to jump the gun on it a little bit though. And now I'm pulling back because I'm getting a little bit pincered, so missed the my opposite number there, the enemy White Rider, but yeah, 200 around to a fellow support is not terrible. And that is an Akzaku, possibly an Akzaku commander, just demolishing me. And yeah, we could stand a bunch up because it is 3 on 2, so and on the other side of the screen it's like 2 on 1 or 3 on 1, I think. So for one thing, that leaves somebody not accounted for. For another, yeah, that kind of puts us at a significant disadvantage. So, and tried to stun that person with a grenade before I could before they could kill me. That did not work out. Yep, standard Akzaku, not the commander. That machine gun's really good, though, so I'm not surprised. Yep, number 1 is in the Marasai, is off on the far side. And, but 2, 3, and 4 have managed to group up pretty well, so, and that was just me picking up my controller by the wrong part and trying to select a place to spawn. Use the D-pad instead of the analog stick, and yeah. But, okay, so yeah, just hanging back while I charge the big beam gun. And we are almost ready. Yeah, it takes 20 seconds without any enhancement parts to charge this. When it is in, I think it's Arius mode, it only takes, nope, that was a miss too. It only takes 6 seconds. So I'm kind of thinking about rebuilding this though for cooldown, just so I can cool down and charge time, just so I can use the big gun more often. It's far from helpless without it. It's got the weapons it has are pretty good. The machine gun fairly strong. And the grenade launchers do stun and do pretty solid damage. Yeah, 260 to 284 when crouching to somebody with type advantage. 292, so yeah, the 284 must have been when I was hitting them someplace they were buffered. And yeah, it's really quite good. Just, I feel like the downtime for its very best weapons gets a little old sometimes. And 4,000 on the downswing out of a support is not to be sneezed at. Ow. I think that's, speaking of which, I just got downswung, I think, by the other White Rider. And yeah, I'm sending bunch up again. I might be getting a little cranky, but also there's 4 of us here. There's 5 of us on the field. There's 5 of them here. So number 1 is somewhere doing something. Well, number 1, that's an unfair assessment. It could be any of them, but you get the idea. One person was not here, and we could kind of use everybody on deck, which we now have. So, but yeah, this group fairly strong, and I think it's worth keeping a relatively tight formation while they're fighting us. Now I'm backing off a little bit because I do have the big gun to charge, but I'm just going to wait. I'd like to land that at least once this round, but I don't remember if I did or not. We'll see. It's almost charged, though, and... Okay, yeah, I was thinking about trying to fire between the buildings, but 1, they backed off, and 2, they're dead. So, this, however, if number 2 there can stun that person, which they did, 11,267. Interestingly, the beam has, like, a long, hold time. You kind of stand still and fire it for a fairly long time, but I don't think it has an active hitbox for that whole time, and it doesn't do sustained damage the way the G4 booster does. It works more like the standard G4. So I don't get that, but it certainly doesn't render it unusable or anything. Just it feels like an intentional limitation on how it can be used to keep it from being completely overpowering. And that is the Akzaku, which I didn't quite get, but the person behind me did, so that's fine. And time to start just backpedaling a little bit, because, yeah, they're all headed towards me. Marasai is about to die, so am I, so, yep, other Black Rider got me. Or other White Rider, excuse me. The White Rider in black, just to be extra confusing. But it kind of looks good that way, honestly. Sadly, I was doing some experimenting, and I can't really get a Galvatron color scheme on it that I like with the color breakdown it has. That's really a shame because it's pretty much built for it, but yeah, wouldn't work. So just how it turned out. With 2 minutes to go, we're about leading by a factor of about 1.5 to 1, 9,000 to 6,000. So yeah, that's not bad. I'm just hanging back here because I didn't want to entice anybody with a just dropping mobile suit until after the support fire started. Didn't matter in the end, but, you know. Okay, so I'm going to charge the big beam, which is kind of foolish, so, yeah, better if I just get up there and fight, so that's what I've decided to do. So I feel like one of, I don't lack for weaknesses in this game, but one of my biggest is not really finding the right place and time to charge my biggest, best attacks. So, yeah, just a thing. But tagged that person and managed to follow up with the Gatling. But yeah, its prototype Shekina has some really good power behind it. So, and yeah, now that I'm Hades, you can see how much faster that charged. And I landed it, and I don't think I stunned my ally who walked into the beam. Like I said, I don't think the active hitbox on the beam is very long. But, yeah, I am going to run out of gas before we run out of round, but let's face it, you've seen how this has been going. I will probably be dead by then. Let's see. But yeah, everything worth using is kind of depleted, so grenade launcher re-readies fastest out of everything, as you can see, so yeah, it's ready to go. That's right, its version is Zeus. So, yeah, and Zeus is, it's decent. Again, the charge time is is probably the most significant thing. I believe it is the only ability-boosting mobile suit which does not get a dodge roll or an enhanced dodge roll, double dodge roll from using its special mode. I mean, even the Zeta HML gets a dodge roll when it goes into biosensor. So, yeah, the White Rider does not roll, period. So, it would probably bend its crown, so we'll forgive it that. And, but yeah, the Heat Rapier's fun too. But yeah, I did top damage at 113,000. I think I managed pretty well here. Yeah, 6 and 3. And so that is going to do it for today's Gundam Battle Operation 2. We'll be back soon with more. Till next time, everybody take care and have fun. Later! I'm kind of regretting at this point not getting the Black and White Riders when they went up on Premium Bandai, but I could only afford one kit, and I really did like the Noisy Fairy team, so I went with the Efreet Jaeger, and I don't particularly regret it.